Whether you're playing Rainbow Six Siege, playing World of Warcraft, or doing something on Adobe productively, or just browsing the web, this is my mouse of choice. It is the Logitech G903 Lightspeed. We're going to talk about it a little bit more after the intro. This mouse is a max 12,000 DPI. It goes from 200 to 12,000. If you're gonna play in 12,000 DPI, you're pretty much crazy because I don't know how the hell you're gonna play like that. But this mouse has zero smoothing, zero acceleration, and filtering with 1 millisecond report rate. It weighs about 110 grams, but you can also put an extra 10 grams with these with the little bottom cap in the bottom. You can add a little 10 grams right there. I personally do it because I like a heavy mouse. I don't know, it feels better for me and all that. Battery life is really good. It's about 24 hours. If you have the RGB on, like I do right here. If you don't have the RGB on and you want a more clean look, not too much RGB all over the place, this sun is horrible. You can turn off the RGB on the software, and then from there on you will get about 32 hours more. Logitech does claim that it has about 50 million clicks before it starts giving out on you. This is the second time I get this mouse, just because on the right click it was kind of giving out on me. So I noticed it on Rainbow Six Siege. My ADS would go in and out, so I had to replace it. Thank you, Best Buy. So on this mouse you can use it wirelessly or wired. I personally use it wirelessly. I was using it wired a lot recently, but then I just got used to the wireless. It comes more in handy. I feel more free to move around for those flick shots and stuff like that. But you can use it wired. It comes with a 6-foot long USB to micro USB cable. You will have to use that to charge the mouse as well. And then you do have the Bluetooth receiver USB that you can plug into the back of your computer, so you don't have to use a wire. You can macro and customize every single button on the G903. You do have 2 macros on the left side, and you can opt in for another 2 on the right side. I personally have a delete on the right side and then the 2 macros on the left. On the scroll wheel, you do have your side-to-side activations as well as your middle mouse click. And then a lot of people like about Logitech is that they have that free lock scroll wheel, so you can just scroll it forever. I personally use it a lot. I like it. And then you can just go back to the traditional scroll wheel. If you do know how to use the scroll wheel, don't forget to scroll down, leave a like and a dislike, and subscribe. Hit that little bell for me. And then from there on, you can program your DPI switches to change to your DPI. You can set it to where it's a DPI shift, where it always go to that certain DPI with 1 click by itself. Now, as far as the Logitech software, it is the Logitech G Hub software. They used to have the gaming software, but now they switched it to the G Hub, to where all their peripherals and accessories are on there. It's not that bad to use. It's pretty simple to use, the software, but it is an alpha, so it's a little glitchy. But it's not that hard to use. As you can see, I have my G903 Lightspeed as well as my G19 keyboard. It's really simple to use. Like I said, the RGB is the first thing that you're going to see, and you do have your fix, cycle, breathing, screen sampler, and audio visualizer. Basically, your fix would be 1 standard color. Your cycle would be going through the whole color spectrum. Your breathing, basically going in and out. You can set that to a random color, so it can just be breathing different colors, or a set color. Your screen sampler, that one's a little weird. I've never used it. Basically, wherever your mouse is on the screen, it'll match that color. And your audio visualizer basically is whatever music you're having or sound that's going through your computer will basically show like pulsating beats and all that, and your mouse will go with the beat. There's only 2 areas in the Logitech G903 that actually show RGB, which is the actual Logitech logo, and as well as your DPI profile indicator on the middle of the mouse. Next, you have your assignments. Like I said, all your keys are programmable, which is pretty cool if you're going to be that creative. You have your basic window commands. You have your key bindings that you can set for your mouse. Actions like opening OBS, iTunes, Google Chrome, which is the click of the button on the mouse, as well as your also system commands. If you want to launch an application, if you want to scroll right or left, you can mess with it a lot and create your own macros and so on. Basically, you can set it on any of the buttons on the G903. Next is your sensitivity, where you're going to spend most of your attention on. This is where you're going to mess with your DPI. These are my DPI settings as of right now. 800 is more my sweet spot, especially for Siege and for Call of Duty. You can take away some of these if you don't use any, or you don't have that many that you want to exchange from. I only use 4. Usually when you buy the mouse, it already comes with about 6 of them. But these are my 4 profiles that I always use. As you can see, you do have a feature called DPI shift. So if you do program your buttons on the mouse, you can program one of the DPI switches to automatically go to the 800 if that's the desired speed or target speed that you always use no matter what you're doing. So what's really cool about the software as well is that you can lock in all your settings so that they don't get messed with or anything like that. And on the very top right, as you can see, there's desktop default. Basically, these are all your profiles that you can set for specific games. So whenever you open up into a new game, you can set that profile so you have specific macros or key bindings just for that game. I personally don't do that. I usually just do my key bindings in game, and I don't mess with it on the actual Logitech G Hub software. If you do go to your settings, like I said before, you can save your profile settings and everything on the mouse itself. If you do want to go ahead and do that, you can click right here, turn on onboard memory mode to use profiles. So I usually have that on, but if you do have that on, note that you cannot mess with anything anymore. You cannot mess with the DPI or anything like that. It'll take you straight to the home page, and it won't let you go into any of the other settings as far as lighting or anything like that. If you do want to go back into it and mess with it, you will have to turn it off and go ahead and start messing with it again. That's the only bad side about it. I think if I'm going to have it on board, I rather mess with the settings, save it, and it'll always save, and I don't have to go in and out of it. If you do opt in to save them on the mouse, on its memory board, internal memory board, you basically can take it on the go. So wherever you go, whatever computer you're using, you can plug and play, and it'll have those settings for you already set up. If you don't want that and you want to opt out of it, every time you do plug it into another computer, it will have the basic presets of DPI and macros as well, as well as the RGB setup. My personal thoughts on the mouse, I really like it. It's really clean. It does have that little gaming look to it, but it's more professional looking. And I like the way it looks with my whole setup. It's not that big on RGB, and if you want it to be that big on RGB, you can set it up to be like that if you want to be more creative. On my current setup, I don't really need that because my computers kind of do all the RGB flare. On my desktop, I don't really need that. And for shooters, it's really good. It's really light, fast, it's comfortable. That's the main thing I like. I rather have comfort than performance, but this is kind of like combination of both. It's best of both worlds. I use it a lot for basic MMOs, even when I'm just relaxing, playing games, or when I'm doing serious gaming on Rainbow Six Siege. It does help out a lot. And for basic workflow on Adobe, on Photoshop or After Effects or Premiere, it helps out a lot. Especially with those macro keys, you can set them up to help you be more productive on Adobe. This mouse versus other mouses, I've used 2 from Logitech. It's the G903 and the G602. 602, I usually use it more for productivity. I don't use it for gaming. There is too many macros. It feels more productivity use than anything. I was a huge Razer person back when I first started in PC gaming. Razer's really good. I like that you can mess with chroma a lot. But other than that, that's really all I have to say good about Razer. I mean, they look nice as far as RGB wise, but like I said, I'm not into the RGB flash on my actual desktop. On the side of my desk, I mean, go for it, I don't really care. But on my actual desktop where I'm looking, I don't want rainbows and other colors coming out in my face while I'm trying to game and trying to focus. So I like the more professional look. That's why I kind of went with Logitech better. Everything I had was Razer, and now I switched everything to Logitech, and I haven't had any issues with keyboard or mouse. The only problem I had with this mouse was, like I said, the right click, but it wasn't that big of a deal thanks to Best Buy and their warranty. So I just swapped them out and started gaming again like nothing. But that is my full review on the Logitech G903. It is a great mouse. I recommend it to anyone that is looking for something that is going to last you a while, as well as be comfortable. It's nice looking. It has a lot of features, as well as not so great software, but it is there, and it will be a little bit simple to use. It's not like Razer Chroma that it's a little hard to use or anything like that. But let me know what you think about the video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if I messed up and you didn't like the video. And don't forget to subscribe. It helps me out. It lets me know that you guys are watching my content. So we'll see you all in the next video and whatever I make. Bye.